Hello everyone, my name is Nur Embraang binti Abdullah from SMK Taman Mount Austin. I'll be reviewing a psychological thriller book that is both chilling and thought-provoking, which is Confessions by Kanai Minato. At first glance, it might seem like just another high school story, but this novel shows that ordinary classrooms can hide dark secrets, and that a single act of tragedy can affect everyone involved. Before starting with the plot, I'd like to introduce you to the author of the story. She started writing in her 30s, and she is regarded as one of the best representatives of iamisu, a subgenre of mystery fiction, which deals with gruesome episodes and the dark side of human nature. Her first novel, Confessions, became a bestseller and won the Japanese Booksellers Award. Later, a movie adaptation was directed by Tetsuya Nakashima. It eventually won several awards. The story begins with Yuko Moriguchi, a junior high school teacher who began bringing her 4-year-old daughter to school with her when her HIV-positive husband became more ill. One day, her daughter was found dead in the school swimming pool. Sometime later, Yuko calmly announces to her students that she will resign before spring break, and reveals that 2 students in the class, whom she dubs as Student A and Student B, murdered her daughter. Yuko tells her class that she will not name the students who killed her daughter for the same reason that she did not tell the police. The students are minors and thus unable to be arrested due to the juvenile law of 1947, a fact that allows Student A to continue taunting her about the murder. However, she tells the class how she figured out who committed the murder and purposely makes it extremely easy for the other students to deduce that she is referring to Shuya, Student A, and Naoki, Student B. She believes that her role as a teacher makes her responsible for teaching the boys a lesson by making them atone for their actions, and thus reveals that she had mixed HIV-positive blood from her husband into Student A and Student B's milk cartons in an attempt to infect them. From this point, the novel is told through multiple confessions. Each chapter is from a different character's point of view, a unique storytelling style by Kanai Minato. Some of the confessions were from the teacher, the students, and even their parents. This novel explores revenge as a central theme, showing how it can consume individuals and spread suffering beyond the original wrongdoing. It also questions justice versus law. When the legal system cannot punish wrongdoing, can true justice ever be served? Social issues also appear throughout the story, which adds some realism. The threat of HIV, for example, is used as a psychological weapon, showing how fear and stigma can manipulate people emotionally. The story also shows the concept of hikikomori, a Japanese culture-bound syndrome of social withdrawal. This highlights the pressures and loneliness that some youth face, demonstrating how isolation can contribute to harmful decisions. Through these plots and themes, Kanai Minato allows us to see how fear, guilt, isolation, and misunderstanding drive characters towards extreme actions, and how moral complexity lies at the heart of human behavior. Something I learned from Confessions is that human nature is complex. I think we regular people may have forgotten a basic truth. We don't really have the right to judge anyone else. People are not purely good or evil. Circumstances, environment, and emotion shape their behavior. We should avoid quick judgment and try to understand context instead. Other than that, another lesson from the novel is the serious impact of neglect and isolation. If you're always worrying about what other people think, you'll never get any tougher. Hikikomori and broken family relationships show how neglect and loneliness can lead to destructive behavior. Families should provide emotional care, guidance, and attention that are essential. Overall, Confessions revolves around the dark side of human nature. Even though the book was an easy read, it has a lot of twists. The revelations in each chapter are unpredictable and unexpected. If you are looking for a good psychological thriller with complex characters and meaningful themes, this is definitely it. Thank you for listening.